What's going on, everybody? Today we're in my garage at 4:45 in the morning. It's getting crazy, and you might be wondering, where is all the jobs? Where have all the jobs gone? Here we're going to be talking about circuit boards and repair. And electronic repair jobs have become very, very few. And might be wondering why. Why are we not repairing electronics anymore? Because this throwaway society people have today, it's cheaper to just take and buy a board than to fix it. So they don't employ people anymore, hardly, to fix the circuit board. The circuit board might cost 150 bucks. It may cost somebody 20, 50 bucks to pay the person to fix the circuit board. And a lot of time, but the problem is in mass production, it's going to be a board vendor problem and not the product itself, hopefully. Sometimes you get away with that. Sometimes it's the product itself and you have to find a fix and fix it, and then that's what the issue is. And which that will benefit the company that you're working for by hiring you. The last job that I had, I basically created the position I had because I was able to fix their circuit boards because they were just throwing these out. Just throw them out. No fixing, no troubleshooting, no nothing. But they never improved their product. And that was the problem. When companies don't improve their product, then the product will fail, and then so will they. And for that happens with a lot of companies in America, that they have a very startup idea that they can take and just mass produce cheaper products with high gains monetary. And if they last for 10 years, if they last for 20 years, they're doing something great. Any more than that, they're just lucky. So electronic jobs have now become more for basic assembling, and you don't do anything for like troubleshooting or fixing and what else like that. You might have an engineering job that they have and they hire somebody there, but that guy's going to be there for 20, 30 years, and he's not going to retire until he's like knocking on death's door. And that's what I came into, as a very few jobs 20 years ago. And I basically had to just start knocking on people's doors and go, hey, do you need another technician? Are you hiring? Here's some beneficial things that I can do for you as a company, and, strategize yourself in that sort. So, yeah, it all depends on the equipment as well. It's in the biomedical field that I work in now. There are some positions that you can put yourself into, changing a singular part that costs 30 cents versus them buying a whole circuit board that costs $1,500. That kind of they're going to want to save their money in a hospital setting, because it's only going to be a one-time deal. It's not going to be repetitive. So, electronic jobs today are very far and few, and you're going to be very lucky, I think, and even find anything that's going to be worthwhile. You will find jobs at board vendors themselves, but they're going to start you out at very minimal wage. And I say that it's not at minimum wage, but it's just like a hair grade above it. Because you've already went to schooling for this and you already have some basic knowledge on this. You're just going to be stuck sitting there trying to figure out circuitry, and nobody's going to be giving you any points or troubleshooting. And you're just going to be figuring it out on your own, which is not good. Because you do need somebody that can be there to mentor you and show you what you didn't learn in school. And that's one thing that you can benefit from having jobs in the electronic field, which I did. And additionally, you could take and start up your own little job and business. I did that as well. It's conditioned to pay that I was getting, because I wasn't making enough to my means. And I was working on televisions and TVs and whatnot to make ends meet. So then you get to start learning how to do different circuitry without any schematics, without any people helping you in the background. You can do some Googling search, and if you don't want to just take and buy a board and swap it out, this would be a great way to start learning how to work on electronics if you don't have any schooling. It's just, I mean, you're gonna have to get your voltmeter out, you're gonna have to get the oscilloscope out, and just start probing around and researching parts and seeing what they do and what they're supposed to do. And you kind of have the basic knowledge of electronics running in your background, thinking, okay, this should be at a certain voltage and blah, blah, blah. That's a whole different video. But I kind of wanted to still stay on the track of where they're going. You know, America has outsourced all the engineering, most of the engineering jobs to China, to India, to Germany. Hopefully Germany's got some good people over there, I think. And so all your software guys are over there, all your hardware guys are over there, and they may not have any, they have the same schooling as you do as far as troubleshooting and whatnot. I don't know. You know, I've worked with a couple guys from over there, and it was their first time. It was basically getting out of college and working on this stuff and showing them how different circuitry works on them things, and they didn't believe what I had to say, and how I had to just actually start just popping parts off the board, and that's what they learned. Been doing it for 17, 18 years. You kind of get the idea of what's going on. So, yeah, electronic jobs, you're going to be very scarce in finding them in fields. You're going to be finding more jobs in biomedical. You're going to be finding some jobs in avionics. You can find some jobs doing some industrial repair for machinery, for facilities, warehouses and such like that. Machinery, basically. And that stuff, it's just, you get the board, you swap it out, and you're done. There's no troubleshooting whatsoever, unless it's a very small company and they want to try to save as much money as possible and working on getting their stuff fixed. That's just the way the world goes right now. It's a circuitry like this. Throw away the board, throw away the jobs. That's all I have to talk about today. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.